Hey guys, welcome back to Mrs. Lee History. Today it's our final video before our test on Wednesday, and we're looking at the battles of Lexington and Concord. In the last video, we looked at the Continental Congress and how the Patriots had created a Congress which sent a letter to England asking for laws to be repealed. They also asked for colonists to boycott British goods and for colonies to start creating militias. These militias were made up of Minutemen, volunteer soldiers who were ready at a minute's notice. The King and Parliament don't take too kindly to this, and of course they don't repeal these laws. Instead, they then send thousands more soldiers to Boston. The colonists decided to go ahead and start collecting ammunition and weapons, and they were storing it at this little town called Concord. Now, I told you guys that Concord is about 20 miles outside of Boston. Think about it as our neighborhood is to downtown. Okay, so about 20 miles, not too far. Well, the British soldiers hear about the colonists collecting the weapons and ammunition in Concord, and so the British soldiers decide to start marching out to Concord to go destroy the weapons and the ammunition. Paul Revere and William Dawes, who are Sons of Liberty, hear about this, and they get on their horses and they start riding off to the towns to tell the people, the British are coming, the British are coming. So the Minutemen should be getting ready at a minute's notice to fight against the British. At Lexington, there are 70 American soldiers up against 700 British soldiers. At this battle, we lose about 8 men. It is not a successful battle for the Patriots. The British soldiers then go marching on to Concord to go and take the weapons. There they meet more Minutemen, and they start to get taken down by the Minutemen. Well, the British are not going to put up with this, so they start heading back to Boston. On their way back, there are Minutemen who are lined up behind trees and bridges and rocks, hiding behind places in order to pick off the British soldiers. Once the British troops get back to Boston, they have lost over 73 men, and over 170 were wounded. This is a success for the American soldiers. And this battle, the Battle of Concord, is then later recorded in a poem, a famous poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And he says that the shots fired at Lexington and Concord should be known as the shot heard round the world. Now, that doesn't mean that the gunshots that were fired could be heard all across the world. It meant that this was the start of the revolution, and Americans were telling the world, they're sending a message that they are willing to fight for their freedom. Okay? I want you to go ahead and study your notes, review your Quizlet, and I will see you tomorrow. We'll have our test on Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe. See you tomorrow.